welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be taking you guys through a week of eating in my life. So you guys can probably tell that from the title of this video, but yeah, I'm just gonna go through and show you guys kind of what a typical week has been like for me recently. And I personally think that I tried a bunch of different recipes that I haven't really tried before, and I'll definitely leave a link to them below if you're interested in trying them yourself. But yeah, this was a really fun, good kind of week for me. I think just like mentally, I feel like I was in a pretty good place, and yeah, I just wanted to share it with you because I have been getting back in cooking in the kitchen and it's been really nice, and I just kind of thought that sharing with you guys what I've been doing would be helpful if you are looking for new recipes to try. But before we get into it, I did want to put out a quick disclaimer, as always, that this is specifically what I eat in a week. It's not necessarily a structure as to how you should be eating or how someone else should be eating, but it's simply to give you ideas as to what you can be eating if you so desire. What I like to enjoy and what my body likes is different from what your body might thrive on, so just keep that in mind as you're watching this video. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the recipes that I'll include in here and what I ate this week. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I started this week on a Tuesday, and I actually prepped this the day before, but I made some overnight oats with a leftover peanut butter jar. So I combined some oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, some cinnamon, and then some almond milk and half a banana. I'll include like the specific measurements in the description box, but yeah, I just combined all of that, and then I put it in the peanut butter jar. This is taking a really long time. I don't know why I included all of this, but yeah, so I mixed it, and then I actually, for those of you that have been following for a while, I actually have changed my preference of peanut butter. Ever since I've started going to Trader Joe's, this has been my new favorite peanut butter, so I just put it in that, and then the next day I enjoyed it outside with some fruit and some more peanut butter on top, and yeah, it was a grand breakfast. I hadn't had oats in a while, and it was really, really good. And then I had class, so after class it was around lunchtime, so I had some lentil soup that I made with some crackers. These are the crackers I had. I personally like them a lot. I like to dip my crackers in the soup or like have some sort of bread or something like that with it. But yeah, this was really, really good. Totally recommend. And then for dinner, I was really missing this restaurant in Orlando. It's called Leguminati, and I was really missing their Crunchwraps, so I decided to kind of make one of my own. So in it I have like a nacho cheese that I made from Elsa's Wholesome Life. Her recipe book has the cheese recipe, and then I just made lentils with some red bell pepper and onion, and I just sauteed that, and then I added on top of it a crispy like corn tortilla. And then I just added some homemade guac. With literally all I did to the guacamole is I mashed up the avocado and added some lemon juice, salt and pepper, and then I also added some spinach, and then I had to wrap it kind of like circular around the corn tortilla so it didn't like fall apart, and then I flipped it and cooked it on a heated pan with oil on both sides until they were nice brown and crispy. And yeah, this was actually really good. I then cut it in half, and I like to have it, sometimes you can have it with like sour cream or more guac or more nacho cheese, but this was really good and my mom really enjoyed it too. So again, I'll leave a link, or not a link, I'll leave the recipe in the description box, but this was a really good meal. Like, I might have it again. It was so good because now I want it. And then for dessert, I made some of Meg Josephson's chocolate chip tahini cookies, and there's me making a fool of myself, but they were really, really good and I love them. Now on to Wednesday, I had a smoothie. I had a chocolate smoothie. I hadn't had one in a really long time, but I just felt like having one. I mean, the weather was dark outside. It was just a smoothie kind of notion in that case. So I just added some frozen bananas, some flax seeds, and then I think I also added some hemp seeds as well. Then I just added some cacao powder and some peanut butter, as well as some almond milk, and I blended that up, and then it created this beautiful thing. I also probably had to add some ice cubes just to make it a bit more thick, but yeah, that was my breakfast. And then on to lunch. I had just finished class and I wanted something quick, so I had some of the leftover lentil soup with a piece of toast and avocado on it, and obviously some of the everything but the bagel seasoning. But then it came time to dinner, so I grilled some veggies. I just have some bell peppers and onion and some oil, and then I added some black beans. And for spices, I put some chili powder, cumin, and paprika, and also some salt and pepper. But other than that, that was kind of like the only spices I used, and then I just kind of mixed everything together and let it cook. I also, tonight was nachos, so I also put some potatoes cut into like nacho like shapes in the oven for about 30 minutes at 400 degrees. And I also had some of the leftover nacho cheese, and I used that in building my nachos. And so yeah, those are all the toppings I used. So then I just assembled everything. I put the bean mixture, then I put some salsa, some guac, some cheese, and all the other toppings that were on the platter, as you saw. And I also made this for my mom. A lot of the meals I'm making this week I actually made for like up to three people, so it's pretty doable to make these for a family if you want. But yeah, this was a really good meal. And then for dessert, I had another one of the chocolate chip tahini cookies with some ice cream, and that was a good night. Moving on to Thursday, I had one of my favorite breakfasts ever at the moment, and it is peanut butter banana toast. So I just toast 2 slices of bread, and then I put my favorite peanut butter on top, or I should say new favorite because it might change. And then I just put 1 sliced up banana and had that for my breakfast. And then moving on to lunch, it was really hot outside and I'd been outside for a while, so I wanted a smoothie bowl. So to make it, I just put some banana and some blueberries, and then I also added some dragon fruit, and I also added almond milk in addition to flax seeds or flax meal and some almond butter. And here comes my favorite part. When you blend it up, it always looks so pretty when like it becomes so smooth, but yeah. And then I topped it with some granola. My favorite granola is Caitlin Shoemaker's granola, but I'll leave it in the description box if you want to make it. And then we went to the pool and we got back, and I was gonna make dinner, but I was kind of hungry, so I had some chips and salsa. And I guess I decided to make a kind of like taco salad bowl thing. So I cut up some spinach, then I added some chopped tomato. To the salad, I also added some of the nacho cheese and guac, in addition to I made a sweet potato black bean burger. I kind of meal prepped it in my last vlog video, so if you want the recipe to that, I'll leave it again. But then I also added some more tortilla chips, and this was actually pretty good. I was kind of impressed because, oh yeah, and then I made Sasha a Crunchwrap. For dessert, I had these double chocolate chip cookies, and oh my god, they were so good. Like, you're gonna see me eating them throughout the week, but best cookies ever. Like, I think, honestly. And okay, so now we're on Friday, and I wanted the same thing I had for breakfast yesterday because, as I said, this is one of my favorite breakfasts. So I had some more toast with peanut butter and banana, and it was delicious as always. If you've never tried this combo, 1, I'm shocked, and 2, you need to go try it because it's super, super good. And then now it was lunchtime, so I just finished working out with my mom, and I made some nachos with everything that I had on it before. And then we went out to run some errands, and when I came home, I kind of wanted something quick, and this dinner is so easy to whip up. It takes literally 30 minutes, and all I did was okay, before I go into like the recipe thing, it's the General Tso's chickpea mixture that I make, and it has some soy sauce or tamari or coconut aminos, whatever you prefer. And I also added some sesame oil, some maple syrup, some apple cider vinegar, and some chili garlic paste, which you can find in like the international food aisle at your grocery store. And then I also added some arrowroot powder to make the sauce thicken, but if you don't have that, you can also use cornstarch or flour. But I just whisked all of that together and then added the chickpeas and mixed in the chickpeas as well. And then I popped that in the fridge and let it sit and like marinate for about 20 minutes. While the chickpeas were marinating, I also made some roasted kale with just some olive oil, salt, and pepper in the oven, and I also made some fresh rice. And after I cooked up the chickpeas, I just plated it all together. And then for dessert, I had not one, but two of those cookies because they were just so good and I couldn't get enough of it. Moving on to Saturday, I had a green smoothie, and this was actually an awesome day because you'll see why, but I just combined some banana, greens, flax seeds, and almond butter, and I enjoyed it outside while reading a book. And this book was actually really good. It's The Law of Attraction by Esther and Gary Hicks, and it is mind-opening. But then, this was why it was my favorite day, but we went and got pizza from one of my favorite vegan restaurants in Orlando. I hadn't had it in like months, and to get it was like a dream come true because it's so good. And then we went to the pool again because it was super sunny out. And then for dinner, I came home and I just made like a salad that I just threw together. I roasted some sweet potatoes, added some tomato, chickpeas, carrot, obviously some spinach, some guac, and then some almond dressing I got from Trader Joe's. And then for dessert, I had another one of the double chocolate chip cookies. Moving on to Sunday, I had some granola cereal, if that's what you want to call it. So I added some blueberries, some kiwi, and then also some almond milk or whatever was left in my fridge. And I enjoyed that outside. Or maybe this is inside. Yeah, this is inside. But other than that, most of the time this week I've been enjoying them outside. And then it was like 10:30 and I got hungry again. This might be because I kind of got my period too, so I don't know why, I was just really hungry. So I had what was left of the pizza, which was like 3 slices, and then it got like afternoon-ish and I was still kind of hungry, so I had an apple with some peanut butter, and that was really good. I hadn't had that combo in a long time. And for dinner, I toasted 2 slices of bread and I made this split pea soup because I had been craving split pea soup, and oh my gosh, it was delicious. I loved it so much. And yeah. And then for dessert, I had whatever was left in the container of the double chocolate chip cookies. Moving on to Monday, the last day, yay! I made a smoothie bowl. So I just put some bananas, blueberries, almond milk, some flax seeds, and then also some peanut butter. And then I just blended all of that together. It didn't come out like super colorful as much as I wanted it to, but it's a smoothie bowl. So I also topped it with some granola. It's the same granola I've been having all week, but yeah, it was so good. I think my favorite part is how creamy it looks, and I just can't. Okay, and then for lunch, moving on to lunch, I wanted to try this thing. I'd seen someone else do it watching another What I Eat in a Day, and it's like a bagel sandwich. So I got an everything bagel and I toasted it, and then I put some Kite Hill cream cheese on it, and then I topped it with some spinach, tomatoes, cucumber, and then half of a sliced up avocado, and also some black pepper. But yeah, and then I cut it in half, made it into like a cute little sandwich, and that was my lunch. Then we went out to go run some errands, but I was kind of hungry, so these are my favorite chips, so I had the rest of that bag, and then we got home, and I just kind of wanted something quick, so I had this pesto pasta with some nutritional yeast. It wasn't that good, but it did the job, I guess. And for dessert, I made these like medjool date things, so it's just a date with peanut butter and some melted chocolate, and it was so good. I had a couple of those too. Guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you guys liked this video. I personally enjoyed filming it. I liked showing you guys these ideas, And if you guys do cook any of the things that I mentioned in this video, be sure to tag me on Instagram or let me know if you liked it or not. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm sending so much love and positive vibes to all of you guys out there, and hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. So I'll see you guys in the next video.